The third component to the habit loop is going to be the reward. Now, a reward we want to make sure is satisfying. This is what actually ends up reinforcing the behaviors that we're choosing. And this is the most often overlooked component of the habit loop. Get clear in what your reward is. The reason why the reward makes the difference between a habit that sticks and a habit that doesn't. If you choose a reward that doesn't really resonate with you or that won't actually bring you much satisfaction, then it isn't going to create the positive effects and associations in our brains that we want it to. Make sure that you're choosing a reward that is satisfying to you. The second consideration when it comes to a reward is that you want to make sure that the reward is happening soon after the behavior. If you are enforcing the behavior immediately after when you complete your desired behavior, that little dopamine hit that you get is going to wire it that much more effectively. So there was a famous psychologist called B.F. Skinner who popularized what we call operant conditioning. Now, operant conditioning basically means that behaviors that we reinforce, we do more often. He discovered that when mice are given a sweet solution after they complete a given task, they will start doing this task over and over and over and over again. Now, this gets a little tricky for us because you are presumably trying to improve your health, so you don't want to be giving yourself sweets after every time you engage in a positive behavior. But there's other ways that we can actually enforce these behaviors. One of my favorites for some of my clients is, if you really enjoy fashion, let's say, well, a great way to actually enforce your behavior is you have a piggy bank or another account attached to your bank account. And every time you come into the gym, you put $5 from your regular bank account into this bank account. That is, let's say, your fall jacket fund. And once you've gone to the gym, let's say, 20 times, well, now you have $100 that you can spend on a fall jacket. The reward can actually be as simple as just feeling satisfied after you're done the behavior, but it's important that you actually take a moment to think about how engaging in this behavior has positively affected you. And this creates the small dopamine hit that we're looking for. One of the other things that B.F. Skinner found about his mice is that if he delayed giving his mice the reward 30 seconds, let's say, after they actually engaged in the behavior, they would learn the behavior at a slower rate than if they were rewarded immediately after. So I'll give you an example for myself. If I'm ever working on a project, I have 2 small pieces of dark chocolate every single day. And after I've completed working on my project for 20-25 minutes, then I immediately have a piece of this chocolate. And while I'm eating the chocolate, I'm thinking, this is a small reward for engaging in this behavior. I enjoy dark chocolate in small quantities, and what I'll find is that I will crave dark chocolate, and I know that I can get dark chocolate by working on one of my projects. So this helps enforce the behavior. Now I'm driven to engage in it even more. If you're looking to buy that jacket a little bit faster, maybe you're going to be working out a little bit more frequently because you're craving the reward. You're associating the behavior itself with the reward, and the reward is driving the behavior.